This is how I'm spending my morning before my very first radiation treatment for metastatic brain cancer. Refinishing a picnic tabletop in my driveway. I got the table 3 years ago, around the time of my first diagnosis. And I'd intended to paint it. And for a long time, it sat out in my backyard as a reminder of how things had stalled out. Eventually it did get painted, but nobody used it. So I've decided this morning of all mornings to transform it. We've taken the top off of its supports. I'm sanding down some of the different paint colors that have been splattered on this over the last 3 years. My idea is to turn it into an industrial coffee table for my living room. It's been okay working since the brain lesions showed up, but I get dizzy. Particularly when I move around a lot or lean over. But it feels good to be doing something. Something that people think maybe you shouldn't be doing under this circumstances. So after the sanding, you have to clean off the wood pretty good. And I've heard that Simply Green is a good degreaser. This is my collection of paints. And I'm using a Rust-Oleum chalk paint to start. I'm just barely brushing this on to the surface just to get some different layers going, some different colors. The look I want is more like barnwood. This is something I've discovered, Amy Howard's At Home One Step Chalk Paint. And this is A Good Man Is Hard to Find. Day 2. I've got my hat on, my paint on my wood. I'm dragging this tabletop out by myself. Yesterday, my older sister Shelley was here to help me put it in the garage. Today, I'm lugging it out on my own, but I did it. And this is what it looks like. I have a rotary sander to get down to more of the bare wood. Once I do that, it's ready to stain. This is the only stain I have. It's rosewood in General Finishes. I'm very impatient, so I don't think it'll work, but I'm going to try it. Watered down a little, because this one's water-based. And it's not right. Everything is way too rosewood. Wiping it off just to be sure. Yep, it's pink. So I'm trying to put different glazes in here to see if I can make it different. And pretty much all I'm achieving is making it purple. Do one little spot to check it out. Yep, definitely purple. No good. So this part of my project will have to wait. The good thing about it is anything can be sanded off and done all over again. It's one of the reasons I like these projects. They're so free-spirited, haphazard. You just kind of see what happens. You undo things, you do things a little differently, and usually it works out okay.